Hey there, Selective Collective. Hey, this is Kim. I hope you're doing really good wherever you are. Wherever you are. So I'm drinking this beautiful tea. See how dark it is? I have made a concoction. It has been my goal to find out how I can make my own product that would be similar to Nutrafol, but same results, but like way cheaper, because it's such a ripoff. And I think I have found the secret finally, like certain ingredients, and I've made it into a tea. And I'm just throwing my idea out there because you never know who's gonna watch. So I mean, there might be somebody that's in the business that knows what I could do with the information that I found. I don't know. I'm excited about that. That was a big step, guys. That's been like 2 years of me figuring out by adding and deleting different herbs and vitamins and other stuff, proteins. Oh God, it's been a long time. I think I figured it out. Anyway, it's good. It's kind of mushroomy. It does have a mushroomy taste to it. But if you can get over that, I think it would be worth it. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing fine. What am I doing? I don't want to pull tarot for you all right now. I want to pull from this. Let's pull from Krans Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. Let's see what we have. And if you know what Nutrafol is, if you don't know what Nutrafol is, it is a product for hair thinning, hair regrowth, and it is a great product. Like, I love it, but it's very expensive, and some of the things are a mix between a one-a-day vitamin, and there are some like special ingredients that I've found, and those are the ones I've extracted and put into something more simple, into a tea, and yeah, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It has been working. But my tea is for skin and hair, and so I guess theirs is too, but it's for the whole package. Alright, so what do we have? Buried treasure. Buried treasure. You're about to find buried treasure. You're about to find something or discover something. You have to go deep within to figure this out or to find this out. Yeah, the Earth's heart is about a hidden blessing, you can say. But not like something was in disguise. Like, it was just not known that it was going to be there. Yeah. So, we're about to find something. Okay, we're about to find something. Jupiter, abundance. Expansion. And the summer tree on the bottom, which is also growth, expansion, abundance. Usually with the trees, we think of things being in stages, or yeah, at certain stages. This is like when it's fully grown. I think it's a prediction for what is about to expand. Expanding on something that you have to go quite deep to find. But again, I don't think you're looking for this. I don't think you know that this expansion is coming, but it is. But it is. The reddening card, the buildup of energy, the steady climb. I have. Nice. I think it's saying synchronicities are about to appear more than ever. of the great work, something that you're here to work on. Something that you're here to work on. That you've been working on, because you're getting praise for what you've even done thus far. I had a comment that said, am I in my purpose? And like I had to think about, I gave it a heart, but didn't comment because I had to think about it. I think that we are always in our purpose. Okay? I think we're always in our purpose. I don't think you can choose to step in or step out. I think you're always in it. But whether or not we understand it yet, how an experience is going to be applied, or why a certain dark period had to happen, we won't really understand it, but it's definitely part of our purpose. Everything that made you up to this point is part of your purpose and who you are. So I think that's how I would answer that, is you most definitely are in your purpose. The people that we see playing characters of in certain stages in their own development, that we think to ourselves, why are they at that level, or why are they repeating this, why are they doing that? Those people are playing an important part in the pieces that also make up your experience, and they're part of your purpose too. Their purpose was to be part of your purpose. And whether we realize it or not, we're always perfectly lined up for what we see as part of our purpose. So I didn't know that this reading was really going to go here, but it's leaning towards that. You are always in your purpose. There's nothing you have to seek. Life experience seeks you every single day. You can look at the word seek maybe in terms of seeking peace, seeking out a moment where you're really present with just you and your breath, stillness, just you and your breath, and this kind of like feeling of detaching. So making it a point to detach, so that from everything, every worry, every stress, everything, every comment that somebody else might have about you, or how somebody else may feel, what you've seen, what you've experienced that day, your past, let it all go. And then just breathe in and out and say, what am I thinking? And make that goal to be, wow, I'm not really thinking anything. Make that the goal. They're the most beautiful energies. Enter into our aura, auric field. I'd say they probably come in, if we want to visualize it, around those 8-9 chakras. You also can pick up information from the earth. So your 10 is a portal, a gateway also into your body from the outside. So you can get information coming in, but you've got to be still and relaxed and present enough to only be thinking really about your breath. And because you're so open, you're going to receive this information. You're going to receive brilliant ideas. You're going to receive the bliss and the peace. You'll find it there. It's always there. It's an attention to it. The simpleness of it. The revelations usually, to me, in my experience, come after a time of, after a period of just sitting there with myself, with my breath. And I ask myself what I'm thinking until I get to the point where I'm really not thinking much of anything. And then it feels so good. I usually meditate with my eyes open, actually, or having a focus point. Maybe I close my eyes, if I have binaural beats, I'll do that and have a focus moment. But I like just zoning out on objects, on particular objects. Maybe a feather, maybe a doorknob. So I keep it's just something really simple. Anyway, okay, so I see synchronicities coming in for you and energy that's building. We also have self-healing to do with the things that we hold on to that refuse love to grow in our lives, with the vinegar sideways. And I'm getting that in this state, in this peaceful mindfulness state that you're going to be in, when you do this, you can visualize or imagine these lights going up and out of us into, like, all the way to the core of the earth, all the way up to the heavens above, the universe, out into the universe. You can imagine this, and you can think to yourself that your energy is flowing now, is moving, is flowing, not much resistance, and that things are going in and out. So your auric field's being cleaned, you're feeling more refreshed, you're clearing energies, and then you're allowing those ones that your higher self is saying, no, this is the thing that you really want to come in right now. And then you're allowing for that when you're in that place. Yeah, so the big message there is to know that things are going out as well as in. And you can set an intent before you practice a mindfulness breathing. It's not anything big, or it's very big and has special effects, yes, but it's not hard to do. Anybody can do it any time of day. Okay, now we'll get some tarot. Let's pull from the Osho Zen Tarot. It's quite zen. I don't know what, this energy might be also new energy. Coming alive in you, making you feel more alive, making you feel possibly exhausted as it's coming out, as it's coming in. That's what I'm picking up, is that you could be feeling exhausted. There's a little bit of overwhelm in the beginning of this energy, what I'm picking up on, because it kind of is big, you know. It's paired here with Jupiter. That's this planet of great expansion. It's big. It's big. And it represents our luck, our abundance, our fortune. I also see a turquoise in that card, and so I think it also represents, on a deep level, our spiritual healing. Is it healing, or is it really just spiritually accepting all energies and integrating them into the right spots and then dispersing them? Let your higher self do it. Let them move. Let your spirit team do it. While all you have to do is remain peaceful and mindful of your breath. This reading's very peaceful. Very calm and very peaceful. I like it. We have found the World card, the completion. We have found the missing puzzle piece, or the puzzle piece here. It's for completion. I have a little bit of, okay, so part of my drink has powder. And it's on my hands, sorry. Red pigment. So the completion, the lesson learned, the cycle complete, the new chapter begins. It's like finding a puzzle piece. It's like saying, oh, this, you know, that one thing right before a new phase comes that you look back and then you're like, it only took that to make this huge change. Like that, you almost always recognize when you're in the moment. After you step away for some time, you have big picture thinking of things you go through. But when you first complete a cycle, you definitely look back immediately and say, what was that thing again I changed? Oh, that was the puzzle piece. It usually is something like small that has a ripple, a domino effect. Okay, I'm getting into that shuffling for a moment. Zoning out, but in a mindful way, in your reading type of way. Why? Why, Spirit? Why? Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I have. We'll leave it at that here. So, cards I've pulled for you are, I'm going to see them right there, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This guy looks exhausted. He looks exhausted. I have the Page of Cups in the reverse. I have them as a combination. Means that there's something that we're being told to pull back our energy from. It could be pull back our energy completely when it comes to any thoughts of something being hopeful or not hopeful. Allow for all possibilities to flow in, and in all areas of your life, make sure you're not running yourself to exhaustion. You have to take care of yourself, your mental state of being able to view something as, you know, this is good, this is not good, or that feels good or it doesn't feel good, it's hopeless, it's hopeful. I don't know, it's about retiring almost like all of that. You have the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Sun here. So, you definitely have a new paradigm and a new way of thinking. This new way of thinking is what's bringing things to you, what's lining things up. It's clarity of your thoughts, knowing, I mean, we have the Buddha statue, so it's very, I said I thought this was like a super peaceful read, and this is about calming the mind. It seems. I don't know what this one thing is that you did, this puzzle piece. Perhaps the one thing you did was stop giving your energy and actions to something that was not helping you, or even causing the opposite effect on your life. So we stop giving that thing any of our energy, and it makes all the difference. Now we're able to think different. Our mind's not hazy because we're not exhausted all the time. Maybe just energetically, but it can be that we'll be overcoming this exhaustion here. And I see that with the Sun, especially with the Ace of Swords, because it's like when your mind is really clear, it's really sharp. The Sun is when things are hopeful, things are energized. There is a certain vibe you get, you know. I love summer, love spring, because I love that big sun. There is a different energy. There's a cure for depression in this card. If you want to look at it like that, because it brings something in that's that good. And it's finally going to replace what the vinegar represented as some memories that we were holding on to that had things like resentment attached to it or anger. And those things were taking up space where love was just asking, can I come in and take that spot? So this was in that spot. And it gets up and it says, I had a seat for a while, but I guess I'm not needed here anymore. And it exits. And then here's the new stage. Here's your new stage. They're just showing me like a stage of one of those beautiful spin stages, you know, where there's all the different sets on a wheel. Yeah, I see this. So I see this turning, right? And this is the side of the stage or the stage set that is the bright, happy one. That has more light than the dark that you've experienced. That has more calm, gentle picnic days than stormy ones. That's where you're going. So, like the diamond, you experience a lot of tough experiences, hard experiences. That made you into this perfect diamond that you are today. Another message, though, of clarity. Sharp mind, sharp perception, multifaceted, multidimensional, brilliant, ingenious, amazing. Yeah, okay, so that's what I've got for your reading. For the most part, I'm going to pull from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts. And maybe the 108 deck. And I always pull from the angel numbers. Okay, sorry if it's detached. I had a not so great part, but I had to deal with some paintings that fell over, so I'm fine. Cat's fine. Let's see what the Oracle of Genetic Gifts has for the collective. Number 12. Okay, Ascension number 12. Maha Parinirvana Plane. Guide humanity towards a multi-star system. Guide humanity towards a multi-star system. Empath. An extremely sensitive person that feels another's emotions. The spiritual arts and psychic medium coming out together. Psychic medium, communication between spirit worlds. The spiritual arts, artist, designer, singer, and sculptor. You have Akashic Records, or your soul records, all souls, universal events, past, present, and future. Ascension number 2. A flood of mental emotions. Maybe picking up on that, overthinking some emotions that you're feeling because of this empath in you. The empath in you, this extremely sensitive person, picking up on lots of different things, different cues all the time from people. And you may be overthinking how you're feeling. Maybe overly relating how you're feeling to something about you when it might not be you. So maybe overthinking it. Why am I feeling this way? I'm feeling this way. Like maybe constantly even affirming to yourself how you're feeling. Careful when you're doing that. Because even though you're not lying to yourself, you're just saying, I am feeling like this. We do it a lot more on the everyday to day. Like we do it more than we realize until the day that you pay attention to how are you affirming how you feel throughout the day. that affirmation is going to keep that energy going. So that is a really big step into not just to being able to manifest the experience that you're wanting to feel. You've got to understand that that one that's the main, like the main thing that you keep, if you project a negative, in quotes, feeling to something, then you're kind of like saying, I know that this is overriding anything else that I'm trying to achieve for myself, because it's very powerful. One negative thing can knock out 100 positive things that you've basically said about yourself. They just have a lot of stupid power in this world. So you really have to watch out how you talk to yourself, what you're affirming, because you're affirming the experience that you're wanting to have. It's not an escape from reality, but it is being able to detach from the emotions felt to a level of not letting it affect what you're manifesting in your next experience, and your next one from that, and the next one from that. Okay, so even be careful with, if you're feeling sick, even be careful with telling somebody, I feel like this, unless you want to just keep on, you know what, tell yourself that you feel healthy. Be absolutely delusional sometimes to get the better result. And it's not denying what's going on. It's not that. It's just that you have this ability here to create. So it's all about what you're affirming. Astrology, ancestral knowledge, and we affirm in many different ways, right? We affirm to the universe or to ourselves, especially if we're wanting our body to look a certain way, or affirming to ourselves with the foods that we eat, the things that we drink, and how we talk to our body, how we take care of it. We are affirming, or we are not affirming our body to be in a certain healthy state. No one's perfect, but when we work on all different levels of affirmations, not just the vocal one, the other ways that we affirm things, we can make some big changes. So I have Indigo Child, Alpha Generation, born between 1958 and 1968. The first group of volunteers, the first wave they're talking about that was here. That would be a challenging period to live in. Maybe you feel ties to even a different life where those dates might have been significant. Maybe you know somebody with those birth dates. Ascension number 10, Nirvana plane, 12-strand DNA, and teleportation. What it's talking about is perfection, isn't it? It's talking about perfection and the divine blueprint, the DNA that your the original divine blueprint that you were given, allowing for great amounts of self-healing, master manifester. You just kind of, things are unlocked easier. You step into like master manifester mode here. When this happens, you're able to heal yourself continuously. So you would also be able to live longer, look more vibrant, look more young, look more alive, right? Have your soul is really shining inside you the way that the Creator wanted it to be, without manipulation, with absolutely godlike abilities. Well, we say that, but we are part of that. We are the divine child, and are you not at least a little bit, like your Creator? Of course you are. And then I have 7. Ascension 7 says astral plane. The pineal gland is fully open. This is talking about that ability to see with your third eye. When thoughts can translate into a vision for you in your head, I mean, very simple. Just tell yourself you're going to imagine what a tree looks like. And to you, imagine your own special tree there. Does it have certain colors on it? Probably. Are you actually seeing it? No. Are you creating it as a visual image in your third eye? Yes. Yes. It's not something that just like, you don't have to meditate and then all of a sudden, it's the third eye. No, it's always working. It's always working. If you're a person that can visualize what you're thinking, it's always working. It's always on. Whether or not we practice this extreme awareness or not is up to us. Awareness mixed with wise discernment, especially when it comes to this flood of mental emotion, too. We might want to be careful about that. And okay, let's pull from the 108 deck. Awareness. Scuba diver, going within, observation of self, observation of who you are, your layers, just breathing. A desire to know, the unconscious mind. The still, refinement. Okay, they're wanting me to say that the third eye here is related to you through spirit, is saying that this is something that, yes, on all the time, but is fine-tuned and develops over time better and better. Yeah, so that's what they're saying with that card. What do you want me to pull from spilt milk? Leave it in the past. Some things are small stuff, but we make them really big. 3, 4, 5, guys. 3, 4, 5. Map, exploration, find your way. Unknown destination, directions, read the signs, and a new perspective. A new perspective about what needs to be retired, left, old ways of thinking. The old card. Also, this card was about saving your energy, right? They're like saying, conserve your energy. You're weary, your exhaustion state. Something isn't gonna start when we're reusing things from the past here. Also, stuck in the past. Family patterns. Person of Earth is coming out, but it doesn't have to be an Earth sign necessarily. Could be just saying that something's going to get better with your finances and your feeling of groundedness and security. It says classy, stable on it. I have 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Curtain call, acclaim, fame, recognition, parade, celebrity, admiration, applause, show, appreciation, spotlight, focused attention, theater. You're watching a movie. And 2, flamingos. Soulmates, lovers, union, courtship. I also have another deck that says that the flamingo is your transition period, and a period of transition in between. Now the summer, which if you're not watching from when this is, okay, so when this is talking is probably about the dates of around, June to August or through September, I would say. Maybe within 3 months or 3 to 6 months. The cross, sacrifice down for the cause. This is about you are in your purpose. You're always in your purpose. That's about that. Something about freeing ourselves from this birdcage energy is significant. The baggage, the old car. Excess, unresolved issues held together, fearing separation, heavy burdens, responsibilities, being prepared to go to the next phase, the next journey. The bird cage, and I feel like it was about coming out of it, freeing ourselves, maybe from a possessive or codependent situation. It says, want freedom without consent, dominion, watched, hostage, confined, jealous, trapped, or a predator. The broken vase. You have the broken vase and the spilt milk. 5-5. This is like a temporary problem. It does say the opportunity to overcome a hardship. So it is something that's been difficult, but it may be attached to what's been going around and around anyway. Something that needed to go on to the next phase anyway, right? Yeah, and then you have 7. You have 3 through 9. No, 2 through 9. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. Eyeglasses, assessment, evaluate options, perspective, fine print, seeing clearly. And you have 1. You have 1 through 9. You have, this is a completion. It is coming to an ending. Something is coming to an ending because you're going to have a completion. So I have the tools, practical abilities. You have what it takes. You have the ability to have what it takes here. Yeah, to overcome a problem, a hassle here. Another 5 that we're overcoming. Another 5, another hassle. But this is what we have the tools to build or fix, is our new nest. Okay. Empty nest, moving on. Final endings. Also beginnings, also the void. Making adjustments, new life. Could be lonely during this time. It's transition, right? There's another card coming out of a handcuff energy. Something is going to change here. Something that has been unchanged for quite a while is actually changing. And I think it has to do with a new contract coming into your life, a soul contract with the rings. There's telepathy, there's like-mindedness, there's strong connections, counterpart, lovers, like-minded people, committed, partner, engaged, interconnected, and a soulmate. This is like emerging from this birdcage energy or breaking free from a feeling of being powerless or being detained. Maybe even feeling like something, like you're being held back or you're somebody's prey here. So this is what we have to like escape from in a sense. This could all be mental too, a lot of it. The coin toss says choices either or, to be fair. 2 sides, 50-50 chance. It's about a choice that you have to make. And we have 2, 2, 2. All the cards really here for partnership. We will pull some more. Partnership, seduce, the it factor with the sap card, which is about getting your resources or minerals or something that you need, you know, the wealth, the flow of wealth. Pillory is about a situation where, and it's another 5. It's in this 5 situation. It's when we're either with somebody or in a situation where we're not being appreciated enough, or we're openly, like somebody was openly dishonorable to us, or put us down, or mistreated us in any way that we even could be, like we could think of it as abusive. Like that's what that stands for. So the olive branch is bringing peace. Yeah, the yes. Is bringing peace into your life at this time. Breathe, be mindful, be the peace, right? You have this beautiful, like, 1 and 6, 16 tower of change, upheaval in order to create this. The emerald, healing, fertility, eternity, free-flowing love, mature love, the heart chakra. And then 6, the heart and home, happy home, security, love, heart's desire, affection, and peace. And it has this quality of longevity. It feels like it's being guided divinely, like by source, by God. And you have overcome a lot. You have overcame a lot. All those 5s. Or you will overcome. Because that might be why it's popping up also. It's something that you will overcome. 888 on the bottom. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to enter into all areas of your life. Yeah, creating a place for abundance. 888, I'm abundant. 3, expression comes naturally to you. You're skilled at communicating your thoughts through action. Didn't we have that? I thought we had that. Oh, wait, no, that was Aries reading. Sorry. Yeah, through creative pursuits, you're able to get others on board with your ideas. I am charismatic. 31, I am disciplined. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. You're also harmonious with the 20, almost like a light worker, because you relate to others on almost a cosmic level. Yeah, and you can have another thing about you getting people on board with your ideas here. 20, I'm harmonious. And then 000, you're one with the Creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. Like basically, you cannot be held back anymore once you grasp this concept. You have the ability to create something new and incredible here in your lifetime on Earth. I'm a creator. 000. So that's what I've got for you all. I'm sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me. Bye.